Welcome to another episode of Data Star. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, do it now so that you never miss an update on a new episode. Let's jump into today's episode of Data Star.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Data Star. I hope you're loving the series. I'm having great fun doing this series for all of you, and the best part about going through each one of these jobs is reading through them and seeing what is standing out in each one of the job and doing this analysis for you. So let's start today's episode of Data Star with another role from another company and in another setting. So let's start this with the role that we have, which is machine learning specialist. The company today we have is TCS. The location is remote. So if you remember, we had done another data science specialist role at TCS, and that role was also remote. So somehow I see that there is a connection between the two. Most likely there is a data science team, and that data science team is hiring for two kind of people. It is hiring, number one, for people who can do data preparation. That was that data science specialist role, and this is hiring for machine learning specialists as well. So which is most likely which will be working or interfacing with the data science team. So this is again a remote position, and this position is great for you if you're looking to build solid skills in machine learning. Now let's look at what this job requires you to do, and what are the requirements, what are the skill set that you need to have. So it says that the ideal candidate should have a very good understanding of evaluating and integrating various NLUs and sequence model algorithms and tools, including those available on hosted system with IGNI. Now, if you look at the word NLU, what does NLU mean? NLU is nothing but it's a subset of NLP. NLP means natural language processing. NLP, it is a part of deep learning. So when you're making computers try to understand things, it is natural language processing. When you're making the computers try to interpret things, so it's called natural language understanding. So for example, say you have Twitter data, and on Twitter people are writing something about Donald Trump, right? So you're trying to do something called sentiment analysis. You're trying to determine, based on the tweets for the last 30 days, whether people have said good things about Donald Trump or they have not said not so good things about Donald Trump. So this is the kind of work that happens in NLP or NLU, especially, and I like the word that they have used, NLU, so that you are mentally prepared that these are the questions can be centered around this. The second thing you would see here is that they have written very good understanding of linear algebra, calculus, probability, and statistics. In data science, all of these are a must, and more so when you are dealing with NLP, deep learning, these things you need to be really, really good at. So with data science, you can get away with basic level statistics, etc. But when you're dealing with NLP, etc., you need to be really solid with your maths, and that's what they have written as the first thing. Hands-on experience with various NLU tools and techniques, right? So this is what you'd be expected to know when you're working with NLP. You need to know some of these framework. For example, the programming languages that you are expected to know for this role is TensorFlow and Keras. Wow, both of these tools or programming language frameworks you learn in the GCDI program at Inset, so you don't have anything to worry about, right? So focus on this. These are very, very powerful tools, and the best part about both of these tools is no matter whether it is TCS, IBM, Microsoft, you will be using a lot of TensorFlow, Keras, etc., because this is right now the industry standard. Fourth thing that is mentioned, skill set that is mentioned, is excellent programming skill in Python, MATLAB, and R and Java preferred, right? So because this is not a very entry level kind of position, I would say that you need to have good skills. So either you're expected to be really good in one of these areas, or you should be good in multiple programming languages like this. And that's what they have clearly written, that you would prefer for someone with Java background. But even if you have, say, in Python, it's not hurting you as long as you have other skills. And I hope you remember what I discussed in the last video, that when a company is writing multiple skills, do not get bogged down that you need to have all the skills. There's primary skills and there's secondary skills. You need to think about whether I know these primary skills or whether I meet the criteria, that is more important. Secondary skills, you don't need to know everything. These are not must have, good to have. These are usually what I call good to have skills. And here you don't need to know everything like Python, MATLAB, R, Java, right? Which seems like the JD at least says that you should know all of this, but don't worry, even if you know one or two of this is more than enough. The experience range is 5 to 8 years, and even if you have 2 to 3 years of experience on the web area, this will be a great fit for you. So essentially, if you look at it, one of the things I realized about this role is that if you know NLP, if you know TensorFlow and Keras, if you have hands-on experience, why would you want to apply in TCS? So help me understand that. You would possibly want to go at better brand companies, but I would say this is a great start to getting into data science and machine learning and AI if you are just starting off. So if you have good projects, if you have some experience, if you know how to translate business problems into technical frameworks and then into data science and AI problems, you'll be a great fit for this. Interestingly, they have given job location as Pune, and the job location spelling also is wrong. And above they had said that it is a remote position. So I don't understand why is it remote and it is Pune here. Most likely what they're trying to say is that the team with which you will be working with remotely is based out of Pune. That's what my sense is. I may be wrong because I don't know, but most likely this is going to be the scenario. So all in all, this is a fantastic position for you if you're wanting to get into machine learning. If you are wanting to work, if you already are in TCS, it's a great fit because you will have that extra edge over others. But expect that you should know some of these programming frameworks. You should be hands-on with this. You should have done at least 4 to 5 projects. If you have just completed your certification, you should have finished 4 to 5 projects. Only if you have done this, then apply for this role. And overall, I think the chances of you getting into this role, if you meet these basics, are excellent. Go for it. Fantastic role, great entry level position. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know if you did. And we will try to cover more roles in different IT services companies. IT services companies are my favorite companies for entry level data science positions. And that's why you would want to watch other reviews that I have done for Infosys, for IBM, Accenture, and analyzed positions in those companies as well, right? So thank you very much for watching. I hope you love this episode of Data Star as well.